Yes, I got this 12 volt DC pump that's supposed to pump fuel oil or diesel fuel and water. And I went and here's my how I did. I rigged this up and put the pump on there and made a cap and all that. And when I stuck it in the 30-gallon tank that I had diesel fuel in, it might have been in there 5 minutes till I got everything else hooked up. And it ran at first for maybe 1 minute. The pump was running and it didn't pump no more diesel fuel. And here's what happened. I got two of these pumps. It's threaded, has threads on here, but there's no threads inside there. And for some reason it seemed tight when I, checked everything before I, put it together and that and diesel fuel in, and it seemed tight. But when it was in that diesel fuel for like 5 minutes, it blew the bottom off. And then I took the one off the other one and put it on. It seemed tight, and that did the same thing, came off. So I had both of them at the bottom of my tank here, and I had to drain everything out. I have a heck of a mess. I got diesel fuel every place. And then when I did manage to get these out, and I was going to pull this hose off here, and what I did is I went and drilled holes in there and put real little screws in so they can't blow off. And what happened is when I wanted to pull this off, I hardly even pulled, and this whole thing slid off yet. So they should have it screwed on here. Here you got plenty of room, plastic, and you can have longer screws in. Here you got to watch and kind of propeller that you don't catch it. So I had little screws, and then I even sawed off a little and then drilled through that, and then it has in there, and now it can't come off. But like I say, after I did this, I transferred the tank from one to the other to make sure it don't go out again, that I don't have a time getting the fuel out and also getting these out. It's a nice little pump, but they should have, like say, little screws in there that don't do it. So I'll show you here how it does. They're nice little pumps, and it really works nice. So here's how I have it. I have it on the hose there and clamped everything down, and then I even went and took a piece of copper tubing and put fittings on there and pushed the hose on and clamps and that, so that this goes right down on there. And then what I have here is I have rather than hook it to my battery every time, why I have this here, I don't know what it came off of, but it's 12 volt, I think 6 or 8 amps that it gives out. So I want to make a different setup here, but so I'm happy with it. Other than, like I say, it wouldn't have been so bad, but I had a heck of a time getting that I had to drain everything out. There you can see, I don't know if you can see it there or not, how much it pumps out in that. I'm really tickled with it. And then I have a shut-off valve here and a cap on the end that no dirt gets in it when I'm not using it. But I got it for my tractor here because with the loader on, you can't get up there with the gas cans to put diesel fuel in. And I did buy one of these at Harbor Freight that's just a small one you stick batteries in, but the hose not long enough and you can't get to it, to the tractor, you know, the tank. So, like I say, now if this holds up now, why, you know, I'll like it pretty good. So I was told by the person I bought it from to make a movie of it and show what happened, and to put it on YouTube and to send him a movie of it too. So other than that, I think I'm going to be happy with, but other than I hope it don't come apart now, but it shouldn't. The plastic from being in there, now what was in the tank here overnight, I just did it this morning, and the plastic's hard, so the diesel fuel isn't, how do you say, melting the plastic or anything. It's just for some reason, I don't know, I guess it made it slippery, and it just up and pulled apart. So, that's the end of my video here, and that's the only fault I have against them. I don't know if there's other brands there that are different, but at least on this brand here I have, why they have that fault. So that'll be it then.